Welcome in, guys, to the BenchWarmers podcast. I'm Noah Castor. To my right, we have my man Brandon Hudson, and across the table, we have Darren Kinslow. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to keep up on all the NFL content that we're producing, and our Week 13 recap is going to be in the description below. And with that, we're going to hop right into Week 14 of the NFL. We have the 4-8 Jaguars taking on the 6-6 Tennessee Titans. I got the Jags winning this one. They showed they had an impressive outing against the Indianapolis Colts. Defense looked good. Offense struggled, but I think the defense is the heart and soul of that team, and I think they're going to carry them to a victory against the below-average Tennessee Titans. Brandon, what do you think?
I've got the Titans on this one. I trust the Titans offense more than the Jaguars defense.
That's true. The Jaguars defense has been rocky this season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I blame that the Colts loss just against the Colts, not necessarily the Jaguars being better.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've got Titans over the Jaguars at home, and the Titans, I favor them over the Jaguars anyway. So
that's fair. So even if it was Jaguars at home, you'd probably still be picking the Titans.
I think I'd agree with that one too.
All right. Just adding on, that is the Thursday night matchup. Got the 9-3 New England Patriots taking on the 6-6 Dolphins. The Dolphins are at home, but I've got the New England Patriots fighting for that 1 seed. I think Tom Brady's going to be fired up, trying to get the 1 seed over the Kansas City Chiefs. So I got the Patriots winning that one. Brandon, what do you got?
I've got the Patriots as well. I agree as much as you do too. I think they're fighting for that number 1 spot in the playoffs, and they're going to be wanting it more than they will.
Now, we were discussing beforehand that Tom Brady has like a losing record.
7-9 against the Dolphins.
7-9 against the Dolphins. I don't think that really means much, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could go either way, but I'm going for the Patriots just because, like you said, they're fighting for the 1 seed. They have something they're fighting for, and so that's why I've got the Patriots.
Yeah, because normally late in the year, whenever they play the Dolphins, they're not fighting for something, so that might be why.
Like last year, they lost late in the year. So
it didn't really matter.
No.
Yeah. All right, next game, we got the 4-8 Falcons going up against the 4-7-1 Green Bay Packers. The Packers are at home, and this is going to be very surprising. I am a Packers fan, but I got the Falcons winning this one. Packers getting a new head coach after that disappointing loss against the Arizona Cardinals. And right now I just trust the Falcons offense more than I do the Packers offense. Both defenses, Packers are banged up, Falcons are banged up. I got the Falcons winning this one, and I think it's going to be a shootout, but I got the Falcons winning this one.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a shootout, but I think the Packers are going to win with Aaron Rodgers coming in with the new head coach. I think they may click more, and maybe he'll show that he wanted this new head coach faster, and I think it's going to be the Packers.
I definitely think Aaron Rodgers is going to be fired up to prove that it was Mike McCarthy's play calling, but I don't know. Watching the Packers this season, it's been disappointing. Darren?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers as well, just because the Falcons' secondary isn't as good as it was last year, and they're away, cold weather, they're a dome team, and like you said, the Packers with the new head coach, so maybe it clicks more. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a very good game, but
No, I don't think it is either.
I'm going for the Packers.
Yeah, I don't think the new head coaching is going to really matter until next season when they get the head coach that they want. Yeah, definitely. All right, next game we got the 6-6 Colts going up against the 9-3 Texans. I got the Texans winning this one. They are just on a tear right now. That defensive line with Clowney and J.J. Watt's just too much for opposing quarterbacks. I got the Texans winning this one at home. Not going to be close.
Yep, I got Texans winning this one because of the fact that it's a divisional game, and, I mean, it's going to help toward their record, help toward their playoff. The Steelers lost, and they're in their division, so, I mean, it's gonna help with this one, and they're going to be like, I want to stay up above them a game. And
Texans have a chance to get the 1 seed.
They do.
They have a chance.
They do.
Yeah, the AFC playoffs is a lot more interesting than
And you wouldn't have thought that coming into the year.
No, yeah, I'm going to go with the Texans as well. They're 2 games away from an 11-game winning streak. So, yeah, I've got the Texans. The Colts, they didn't look good last week, and I think that might carry into this week as well, especially with the pass rush, like you said. And so, yeah, I've got the Texans.
I also, and just like Noah had mentioned this before, the Tyrann Mathieu did say that he wants to stay in the Houston too. So, I mean, that would be good.
Why wouldn't you with such a dominant defense? I mean,
yeah.
Makes everybody look better on that defense when you have better players around you.
Yes, I agree.
All right, the 4-8 New York Giants going up against the 6-6 Redskins. I got the Giants winning this one just purely based off of the Redskins' injuries. They've got so many injuries to the quarterback. Colt McCoy going out against the Eagles, and we all know Alex Smith is devastating injury. And they're starting Mark Sanchez at quarterback. The Giants have been clicking on offense, so I just think the Giants are the more talented football team. I'm not going to say better, just more talented. They got more playmakers, so I'm going with the Giants on that one.
And I'm going with Odell and Barkley and the Giants. Not Eli Manning and the Giants. It's no longer that. Odell threw a better pass than Eli last game, and I'm just going to go ahead and start calling it the Odell and Saquon
Giants
show.
are going to draft a quarterback this year.
They will.
No
They
doubt.
have to.
No doubt in my
They
mind.
have to.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Giants as well. Kind of like what you said, Noah, with the injuries for the Redskins, Mark Sanchez. I don't. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going with the Giants.
Got the Giants. All right, I'll agree on that one. Got the 10-2 Saints going up against the 5-7 Buccaneers. I got the Saints winning this one, coming off against just a horrible performance against the Cowboys. I think they bounced back against the Buccaneers. Average football team. I know they can put up points. Defense really isn't that good. Yeah, I just got the Saints, just a more talented football team than the Buccaneers. Brandon?
With the performance they had last week, I think the Saints are going to win this week because of the fact that, I mean, they couldn't get the passing game going. They couldn't get the rushing game going. So I think that this is the game where they're going to start getting back up to pace.
Yeah, and the Buccaneers defense is a lot farther away from the Cowboys defense. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Saints as well. I was thinking about picking the Buccaneers since they were one of the only teams that beat the Saints early this season, but I think I'm going to go with the Saints because of their performance last week. I think they'll pick it back up, and they get a little extra rest as well, so I'm going with the Saints.
Definitely. All right, not a pretty game for our next matchup. We got the 3-9 Jets going up against the 4-8 Buffalo Bills. I got the Bills winning this one. I think the Bills have the more talented quarterback right now with Josh Allen. I know Sam Darnold, their rookie quarterback for the Jets, is injured right now. They're starting Josh McCown. But I think Josh Allen can make more plays, and I trust the Bills' defense more than the Jets' defense. So I got the Bills winning this one at home.
Yeah, I really don't got much to say about this one. I think the Bills are definitely going to win this one.
It's a gross game.
It is. It's a garbage game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the Bills too. Not much to say about it. And the Jets, they're just not a good team, and so yeah, I'm going with the Bills.
The only reason you'd watch this game is if you're a Jets or Bills fan. That's basically the only reason you'd be watching it. Got the 6-6 Panthers going up against the 4-7-1 Browns. I got the Browns winning this one, even though they had a disappointing loss against the Texans. The Panthers had a disappointing loss against the Buccaneers. They're on a 4-game losing streak, I'm pretty sure, and Panthers are just going downhill. And if Baker Mayfield cannot throw 3 first-half picks, I think the Browns have a chance to win this one. So I'm going Browns on this one.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one. I'm going to go with the Panthers on this one.
Really?
I think the Panthers are looking to bounce back in this and trying. They're not going to bring themselves back, but he's going to at least try to do something with it to finish off the season. So I think the Panthers are going to win this one with Cam Newton.
Okay.
This was kind of tough. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. Panthers right now, they're kind of collapsing, definitely. Yep. But the Browns, they've played some pretty good football as of late. So I'm going to take Baker Mayfield at home. I'm going with the Browns.
All right, I'm excited about this next game. The 7-5 Ravens taking on the 10-2 Chiefs. We're all going to be at that game, so
yeah.
Maybe we'll get some pictures at that game, maybe do a video up there. We haven't really decided yet. This is going to be my upset of the week. I got the 7-5 Ravens beating the Kansas City Chiefs. I think if Lamar Jackson plays well against that, let's be honest, horrible defense of the Kansas City Chiefs, I think they have a chance to win this one.
I will agree with you that Lamar Jackson will have quite a bit of yards on this one. But I also think the Chiefs will win this one because I don't think, even with their good defense, I don't think the Ravens could keep up in points-wise. And they are going to find a way to score more and more points as they go on. And they're going to get used to their defense and find a way to expose it.
I think if the Ravens have 2 takeaways, they win this game.
Maybe.
Darren,
But
what do you got?
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty easy for the Ravens to keep up with the Chiefs, especially since how bad the Chiefs' defense played last week against Derek Carr and the Raiders. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to go Ravens as well on this one, kind of because I hope they win, too, for the Patriots' first seed. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think it's going to be close, though.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a good game. I'm excited for that game.
Yeah.
So, All right, next matchup, we got the 6-6 Broncos taking on the 2-10 49ers. Even though with all the devastating injuries the Broncos have had with Chris Harris Jr. Breaking his fibula and who was Emmanuel Sanders tearing his Achilles, I still got the Broncos winning this one. I think they're a more talented football team, and they've really turned it on lately, and it all depends on Philip Lindsay. If you check, they're undefeated when Philip Lindsay runs for 70 or more rushing yards. So I think they'll be able to do that against the 49ers defense. So I got the Broncos winning this one.
Yeah, looking on last week with 49ers not doing good against Seahawks, I think Broncos are definitely going to win this one, especially with Philip Lindsay being on their side. I mean, I think it's going to help that out a lot.
Definitely.
He will definitely have over 71 yards, I imagine, too.
Yeah, I've got the Broncos as well. Philip Lindsay, that guy's a stud, so I think he's going to be able to tear up the 49ers defense, and yeah, I'm going Broncos.
I'm saying he has over 150 yards in that game.
150 yards.
Yeah.
It's bold.
That's
It's
a
bold,
bold,
but
that's
I
a
think-
bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. The 5-7 Bengals taking on the 9-3 Chargers. I got the Chargers winning this one. I know you guys don't really have faith in the Chargers. I know Darren doesn't. I don't know how Brandon feels about the Chargers, but I got the Chargers winning this one. And I think they're a dark horse team to win the Super Bowl. People don't give them enough credit for what they've done this season. 9-3, same as the Texans. So I think they have a chance to go a long ways in the playoffs. So I got the Chargers winning this one against the banged up Bengals team. Brandon,
I agree with you on that one. I'm going with the Chargers on this one. I just don't think the Bengals had it going at the very beginning, starting off really good, but now, I mean, they just kind of fallen off the map, and I think the
Injuries
Chargers
killed
are
them.
still going up. I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah, banged up Bengals offense. Andy Dalton's still out. AJ Green's out. I've got the Chargers, although if going far in the playoffs means winning one wild card game, I'll agree with you, but they're not making it past the divisional, so.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I have faith in the Chargers. I have faith in the Chargers more than I do the Texans. Sorry, Brandon, but I just do. The 7-4-1 Steelers are taking on the 2-10 Raiders. The Raiders did put up a fight against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I thought about picking the Raiders for this one. I feel like the Steelers are going to come out deflated against that poor Chargers loss. All the penalties, just shot himself in the foot in that loss. And I've still got the Steelers, but I think it could go either way, honestly.
I got the Steelers in this one, and I don't think that the Raiders will keep up in this one. And, I mean, it's unless it comes down to a last play kind of situation like it has the past 2 weeks, then I might say the Raiders might have a chance with Ben Roethlisberger not doing too good in these last few drives of the last part of the game.
Yeah,
when it's a
keep in
close
mind,
game.
James Conner is going to be out for this game.
He will. So it's time for that next running back to come up and try and do something.
Next man up. All right.
This will be my upset of the week. I'm picking the Raiders over the Steelers. James Conner's out, so I don't know how well this guy's going to play. I mean, it's his third-string running back, so I don't know how well he's going to play. And the Raiders coming off a pretty good game against one of the best teams in the NFL. So I've got the Raiders. I think it'll be close, though. But, yeah.
Definitely a game that doesn't look like it could be close, but I definitely can see it coming down to the wire. All right, we got the 6-6 Eagles going up against the 7-5 Cowboys, and I don't think that there's a game that I'm more interested to see than this one. Are the Cowboys team a fluke? Is that defense really going to play that well? I don't know. They played nearly perfect against the Saints. I've still got the Cowboys winning, but if the Cowboys defense doesn't do what they did last week, I see the Eagles blowing them out of the water, but I'm betting on the Cowboys defense coming up with another big win.
I agree with you on that one. I think the Cowboys are going to win this one with the game they had last week. I think they're going to continue on and carry it on to this next game. And I think the Cowboys are going to win this one.
Eagles are starting to look decent. I'm not going to say that they're good, but getting Golden Tate into that offense, they're starting to look a little bit better.
They are.
Yeah, they've definitely turned a corner, especially on offense, the offensive line. And, they've played well, but I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys just because of how well they've played these past couple of weeks. If their defense can keep it going, I think they get control of the NFC North. So
it's kind of crazy. The Cowboys are kind of a throwback team, just run the ball and play defense.
Yeah.
Not like this NFL where it's just passing and scoring 40 points a game. Got the 4-8 Lions going up against the 3-9 Cardinals. Both of these teams are just bad. I'm going with the Cardinals on this one. I think they're going to be able to control the clock with David Johnson. Josh Rosen starting to get a little bit of chemistry with Larry Fitzgerald. So I got the Cardinals winning this one against the Lions.
I got the Cardinals winning against this one too with David Johnson.
Yeah. The Lions aren't a good football team.
Yeah, both of them really aren't at all. So this is kind of tough for me, but I'm just going to go with the home team, old reliable. I'm going with the home team, Arizona Cardinals.
Yep. Definitely. Probably not going to watch that game, but we'll see. All right. This conversation might get a little heated for this one. We got the 11-1 Rams going up against the 8-4 Bears, and I don't know how. I've got the Rams winning this one in the blowout. I don't think the Bears are that good. I just don't. I don't believe in the Bears, and I know that may seem biased coming from a Green Bay Packers fan, but I don't see it with Mitchell Trubisky. I really don't. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I think he's an average quarterback in Matt Nagy's system, and I think the Rams just destroy the Bears and kind of make everyone rethink the Bears as a playoff team. Well, they're going to make the playoffs, just doing well in the playoffs. Brandon, what do you got?
I got the Bears in this one. I think the Bears are going to come out and they're going to surprise them. I mean, they have one of the top defenses in the NFL, so I think that could be a big factor in this game. And I think that the defense will definitely play a big role in this one.
Are we forgetting what the Rams are? Like, are we forgetting that they're one of the most talented teams in football? Like, I get it. I get the Bears have a good defense. I just don't see it stopping the Rams with Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, and the receiving core that they have that can spread it out. And I just don't see it. Darren?
I'm picking the Bears as well. I said it before we started the video. Their defense is going to beat the best part of the Rams, and that's their offense. And then you look at the Rams secondary and their defense, other than maybe Aaron Donald, but, I'm going with the Bears, especially getting Trubisky back. I'm going with the Bears.
Yep.
I think the Rams are going to be able to apply pressure to Mitchell Trubisky, and he's a quarterback that's going to make mistakes. You go back to the first game against the Green Bay Packers, they applied pressure on the last drive, and he just threw it up to Kevin King. I think he's going to make a mistake, and I say the Rams win at least by 10. I got the Rams by 10.
I think it'll be close.
No,
but
not going to be close at all.
Okay.
What happened
last week with the Saints?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got one right. All right, we're gonna come back here, and I'm gonna tell you that Mitchell Trubisky's thrown 2 picks in that game.
All right. Well, when the Bears win, I'll tell you were wrong.
All right, we'll see about that. I'm not gonna get into this. The next conversation, is probably not gonna be as heated. The 6-5-1 Vikings taking on the 7-5 Seahawks. This is the Monday night matchup, I'm pretty sure, and I got the Seahawks winning this one. Like I said from the beginning of the year, the Vikings are not a good football team. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins, and defense has fallen off. And it pains me to say it, but the Seahawks have surprised me, so I'm going Seahawks on this one.
I'm going Seahawks as well on this one. I think they're right up there where everyone's at in the playoffs. They may do something, may not. It just depends.
I've got a question for you. Who do you trust more, the Seahawks or the Bears?
I'm going to trust the Seahawks just because it hasn't been so long before they've gone.
They got more experience.
Yeah. With Russell Wilson. That's almost what
comes
it comes down to.
Quarterback.
Yeah. Wilson or Trubisky. I'm picking Russell Wilson. This is a really important game for both teams because the loser could very well fall out of the postseason.
I think Vikings are gone after this game.
Yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks, definitely. They're my pick for the rest of the year.
Do you really honestly believe the Seahawks are making it to the Super Bowl?
I do believe that.
Honestly.
After I've watched their last couple of games, I
against
really
the 49ers?
But they put up, what was the score? 40-something
He threw
10.
11 completions.
Exactly. The run game and the defense making plays. That's how they got their Super Bowl 49.
Yeah, but you didn't have teams like the Saints and the Rams. We've never seen this before. Teams just stacked.
That is true. We've seen
this is insane. We're
teams.
spoiled by these
two
offenses.
Teams now.
We're spoiled.
I think they've got a chance.
You really think?
I think they have a chance. You look at the 2 top teams in the NFC, Saints and Rams. Both of those teams, I think they'll have a weakness with Seattle. I think Seattle can cause a problem with either one of those teams. I think that's what it comes down to.
I think they'll make the playoffs, and I think they're out first round.
Okay.
That's just what I think.
We'll just have to see who they play.
We'll see. We plan on doing a playoff bracket video coming up soon.
Yep.
So, any closing thoughts, guys?
That's it. I'll be right, though. So.
No, you'll be right. Okay. I'll be right about the Rams and Bears, too. And you're... I'm beating both.
He had to jump on the bandwagon.
I'm not jumping on the bandwagon.
Actually, I knew it all along. The defense.
Oh, come on!
What?
No, you can't say the beginning of the year that the Bears would be
Oh, no,
8-4.
not that. Just the fact of this game. I didn't jump on the bandwagon with the Bears this game. I just know that the Bears will do something with this defense.
The only reason you don't like the Bears...
No, don't bring that into
and
it.
especially the Seahawks, because we all remember what happened in the playoffs with the Seahawks.
Okay, why do you hate the Eagles?
I don't...
Yes, you do. You hate the Eagles.
Because I have to hear about them all the time with the
Philly. All right. That's going to conclude our Week 14 NFL picks. Be sure to like and subscribe. Click the bell to get notifications on our upcoming videos. Well, we'll see you next time, guys.
Peace.